Is it something that his defense attorney should do? Should they ask for a change of venue? Should the prosecutors? I can't see that happening. But I'll tell you what, Mark O'Mara knows a thing or two about change of venue, high-profile clients, and criminal defense strategy, because he represented George Zimmerman, and that was a tricky, tricky case with a very, well, should we say electrified jury pool? Mark, what are your thoughts about the Idaho case and a change of venue, especially in the age of the internet, where I keep saying the world is flat? You could be in northern Idaho, southern Idaho. Everybody kind of knows all the same news. Is there anything to it anymore?
There's really not as much as there used to be. You know, in the days of papers, sure, if you were out of town or Tampa from Orlando, then you could probably have a different venue and a different jury pool. But you're right, Ashleigh, with today, the internet, everything is everywhere. So the idea of moving it a mile or 300 miles really doesn't have the same effect. So generally speaking, what we say now is if you can get a jury anywhere, you can get it in your hometown. You just have to do a good job picking the jury.
Okay, so there, you know, the possibilities in Idaho. Listen, Idaho can be pretty rural, and it's tricky even to find a public defender, as we've come to learn, because, you know, the public defender, Ann Taylor, is embattled with her potential conflict of interest claims, right? Because she represented 3 parents of the victims. Okay, but in this particular case, Moscow, if you drive north, you can get to Coeur d'Alene in about, I think, 80 miles. If you drive south, you can get to Lewiston in about 30 miles. And then if you really want to drive for a couple hundred miles, you can get to Boise. So there's your map. And I suppose there's other, you know, jurisdictions along the way. But I guess the other question is, logistically, is there a problem with expenses? Where you're going to house this guy? Where the lawyer's going to have to drive back and forth? Could you pull a jury, say, from Boise and bring them up to Moscow, like they did in the Casey Anthony case? They brought a jury from a different jurisdiction in, and they bust them in for the trial.
Yeah, those are all possibilities. Look, if I was the defense attorney, I would ask for a change of venue just because, if for no other reason, if it gets granted, great. If it gets denied, it's an appellate issue upon conviction. So there's one strategic reason to do it. But yes, there is the logistics of it. When we talked about Zimmerman, Ashleigh, you and I talked about whether or not we should change venue. And a little selfishness, I wanted to sleep in my own bed that every night of that trial. So there's those logistics of being in there. But yes, you can drag a jury from Boise, let's say, up to Moscow or the other way around. And there's a lot of extra expense, a lot of extra trouble with it. But again, in today's day and age, I just know that there's not going to be a significant change. You still have to vet those jurors that all know about it, but can set it aside and deal with the evidence in the courtroom alone. Going to be tough with that case.
Can you do me a huge favor? I have no time left, but I just want 20 seconds on what Ann Taylor is discussing with her client right now. Your best guess.
With the forensics as they are, what she really needs to be figuring out, whether he agrees or not, is a mitigation for how they're going to try and avoid death penalty / life in prison, because obviously he has some mental health concerns that are going to be the only way that he may not die in prison.
Whoa, mental health, forget it. Oh, man. I mean, I have seen people who are drooling in court and they can't get anything with regard to their mental health to be, you know, mitigating for their cases, especially, I think, in a place like Idaho. That's going to be a tough road to hoe. Hey, Mark O'Mara, as always, I just love it when you come on because you just know all the answers. Thank you for this.
Great to see you. Be well.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.